We do basically construction, road missions, fob missions, that sort of stuff that involves heavy machinery. Our mission today was to construct some hull defilades for the armor and infantry units here. Between yesterday and today, we dug out 16 holes. That's for the battle plan. As you can see in the background, this is like a tank's foxhole, so you can't see it from very far away. So it gives it more protection and enables it to hide a little bit better. It's important for the tank's survivability. It's easier for them to, it's harder for them to get hit if there's less of them to be seen. Well, we started off with this morning. We came up here, linked up with the company. They marked our holes. We staked them out, put the operators on them, and just constructed the defilades. This was a great opportunity for our operators to actually work on on their bulldozers. A lot of these bulldozers, we just got them last year, so a lot of them were brand new. They had like a couple hours on them. So we were able to draw them out, use them, and in this environment, actually do some hands-on training with them. During this exercise, my whole platoon, first platoon, they stepped up. We did a little bit of training on this in January, and because of the weather, we were not able to come back and do very much. But once they picked it up again, they were back in their groove, and they were all able to conduct it very, very well. In civilian life, I'm a mechanic for Holt Caterpillar, so I work on the Caterpillar, so I work on the construction equipment that I actually operate. Yes, for all the years that I've been in, leadership is probably one of the most things that I've taken away from being in the service. So that applies to my job, where I'm able to be a role model for the younger guys, younger mechanics, and same thing with here. These guys aren't familiar with the equipment, but I do know it very well, and I'm able to teach them a lot. Right. Well, being a civilian, most of the time I'm around my machines a lot more. I'm on a daily basis. So by the time I come out here, I know all the machines, and I'm able to show the other guys, the stuff that they're only able to see like once every couple of months. It's good to be able to link up with them and see how they operate also. It's good team building, so they can trust our capabilities, and we can trust their capabilities. So when we both walk away from this, we're partners. The important part of the unit readiness is, like I said, the guys get a hands-on training where they can operate the machinery in this kind of environment, not just going to a reserve center where we're doing just classes or something like that. So this right here teaches them what they're going to do if they ever get deployed. We also do roads and stuff like that, so
protects the vehicle when they're before they get engaged for a defense position and not an offense position, so it hides and conceals. So you have a 1 tier, which is a defilade, or a 2 tier, which is what you see behind you or what you see behind me, and the object is to conceal the equipment or vehicle so it's not exposed to the enemy. But when they have the second platform, that's the platform that allows the vehicle to engage the enemy on the defense when the enemy's coming for an offense. Terrain, equipment, if the terrain is terrible, then it kind of makes it a little harder, and it slows down the timeline that we have set for ourselves. Adapt to it, work with it, bring in other pieces of equipment to make it happen. Just change your technique on operating. So every operator has a different technique on how they dig. So if you just like to go and dig fast, dig deep, you're gonna have to slow down. Kind of like the defilade behind us, we had to slow down because we hit the water table and it started filling up with water. So we had to push in more material to make it more stable for the tracked vehicle to enter the fighting position. Because it prepares the soldier or the tanker if we ever go to another country and we have to use the tanks, big tanks, to engage or defend. So it makes it easier, and it protects the crew members inside the vehicle, and it helps conceal them. Then I use that on the civilian side to become a better equipment operator on the civilian side, and it just happened to be that I operated more consistently and efficient and effectively on the civilian side, that it increased my skills for the Army to better myself, and then to train the soldiers, to train the standard. We're gaining the experience that the inexperienced don't have, so the soldiers that don't know what a tank defilade is, they're gaining that knowledge and they're seeing how it's done correctly. So when it comes time for them to do the job, they're able to perform. We're helping them train so they have the fighting positions that's what needed for them to train with. So we're able to train our soldiers, and then they're able to train their soldiers to standard by using the tank defiles.